Hey, thanks for joining us. My name is Dave with the Drew Technology support team. Today, I would like to go over reflashing the PCM on a 2008 Nissan Sentra using NERS and a Cardac Plus 2. For the instructions on how to purchase, download, and install NERS and your calibration files, see the walkthrough in Toolbox under the Flashing tab, Nissan, then Nissan Information. Let's go over some important points to remember before we get started. Always use a battery maintainer to keep the battery voltage to the OEM specifications during the programming process. If you cannot find a manufacturer specification, a good rule of thumb is 13.8 to 14.4 volts or charging system voltage. Always use a power supply with your laptop. Losing battery power in the middle of a programming event can cause failures. Also, disable the screensaver, sleep function, and any antivirus software you may be running, as these can also interfere with the overall process. Finally, never program an ECU unless you're directed to do so by a technical service bulletin or the service information. Let's hook up the battery maintainer, the laptop, and the Cardac Plus 2 and get started. Once you have purchased and downloaded your flash file, you will need to unzip it or extract it. Once the files have been extracted, you will be able to access the README file. This file is the instructions for your reflash. Please read them carefully and follow these instructions. As you can see, we need to run the unpack.exe file to properly place the reflashing files into the directory that NERS will look for them in to reflash the PCM. We have successfully ran the unpack.exe file, and the flash files have been moved to the proper directory as stated by the program. We can now begin the reflash process. Open the NERS program by clicking the icon located on your desktop. Accept the terms and conditions by clicking the Accept button. Choose the device you are using for programming. We are using the Cardac Plus 2, so we will select it, then click Next. This screen confirms that we are connected to the Cardac Plus 2 interface and we are ready to start the reflash process. We can click Next. We will choose Reprogramming, then Engine. Next, we will select the current part number of our PCM, then click Next. This is a summary screen showing us our current part number and the new part number after we successfully reflash the PCM. It also shows us our battery voltage. When we are ready, we can press Start to begin the process. This process can take 5 to 15 minutes, so allow NERS to complete it without interruptions. We have sped up the video, so the process you see here may be faster than what you experience. You may be prompted to cycle the ignition key. Follow the on-screen instructions to turn the ignition off for 1 minute, then cycle the ignition back on and click OK. We can see that the programming has been completed and the part number was updated. We can now click End. Now that our programming is complete, we can clear any codes and road test the vehicle to be sure the concern is corrected before returning the vehicle to our customer. We hope that you have found this video helpful and informative for reflashing using NERS for Nissan vehicles. Look for more informative videos inside Toolbox, and thanks for watching.